Today on this opportunity to accumulate health, we're talking about cold sores, what they are and what you could do about them. So cold sores are caused by HSV1 or Herpes Simplex virus 1. And this is usually transmitted via saliva. So that's, sharing drinks with people, lipstick swapping, sharing utensils, kissing. Those are the most common ways. Also, you hear about some of these people who are sharing toothbrushes. That'd be another way. I wouldn't recommend it. But, once the virus, so you get the virus, once it goes inside, it makes its way past the barrier of the skin, the virus starts, targeting literally the skin cells near its site of entry, and it starts replicating. And after initial replication, it travels through the sensory nerve. It's kind of wild how this all happens, but through a sensory nerve fiber to the trigeminal ganglion, which is like back here. It's like a nerve cluster near our brain. And the trigeminal nerve comes out kind of across our face. And, it just remains dormant there in this ganglion, HSV1. Cool. For many people, the virus gets held in that ganglion, kind of in the ganglion jail, and stays there, never to be symptomatic again, for years, decades, or for a lifetime. For others, the painful cold sores or the fever blisters, they rear their head way too often. And usually in the most inopportune times. Bam, fever blister, here it is. So with stress, we have changes in the release of neurotransmitters and stress hormones like norepinephrine, cortisol, and these are really the big culprits in allowing HSV1 to come flying down that ganglion and show up, disrupting our life. And the stress disrupts the stable conditions in this trigeminal nerve cells, promoting basically viral reactivation. And the virus, comes traveling down the nerve and it reactivates right here, on those lips, usually on the skin surface, and begins to replicate with the resulting, basically immune response and its replication being the advent of a cold sore or a fever blister. We know what a cold sore is, where it's housing, all that. What can we do about them? So the first thing to consider is, I'm not your doctor, so talk to your doctor if you got a cold sore. These are just for information, what I'm about to give you. But I would cut vegetable oils, canola oil, soybean oil, corn oil, safflower, sunflower oil. If you're eating those, you're inflaming your bean, you're causing chronic inflammation, irritation, and chronic inflammation is a known trigger for the reactivation of latent or, HSV1 that's stuck in the ganglion. So when the immune system is in a heightened inflammatory state, the overall immune response of the body is distracted. And this allows that otherwise suppressed viral state to be reactivated. So, consuming these oxidized fats, it literally does not only contribute to systemic inflammation, and it increases the frequency or even severity of HSV1 outbreaks. And that is these cold sores. So, like I mentioned, inflammation, it's an arm of the immune system. It's normal. It's how the body's trying to protect itself. But you don't want to be putting food in your body through your mouth, and the body's like, oh my goodness, we got to put on full protectors. This person's, consuming just, crazy inflammatory, instigators. Because that's just wasting so much immune resource. Your immune system is over here mopping up the oxidation and irritation from ultra-processed oils. This is literally rendering the immune system less efficient at controlling viral infections as a whole and, viral reactivations like HSV1, not to mention all the rest of them. So not only that, but cell membrane integrity is compromised when we're consuming a bunch of vegetable oils. And I'm not talking about you eating pumpkin seeds or you eating sunflower seeds or you eating almonds or these kind of oils that are in a vegetarian state. I'm talking about these oils that are in your chips and crackers and your candies and your pastries. These rancid oils that are stuck to a bunch of sugars that are literally an inflammatory bomb drop into our being. So these oils, they literally make up essentially 99% of everything that's in those middle aisles. That is what the additions are. We're talking your dressings, I said, pastries, chips, crackers. Basically, if you're not eating pastries, chips, crackers, dressings from the grocery store, or candies, and you're probably gonna do pretty well. And I suggest, instead of those, maybe looking at using lard or tallow or butter or olive oil. Olive oil, still great. If you need a concentrated fat, you need something to cook with, you need something for a dressing in an oil form. It's no joke. Getting these out of your life will change your life. All right, so secondly, and looking at how we can help ourselves with this, I would consider how many high arginine foods you're getting. So if you're getting over and over and over and over again, you're getting these herpetic outbreaks, then consider like your chocolate, your nuts, your seeds. These are really high arginine foods. Arginine is an amino acid. And studies have shown that HSV1 has a greater ability to replicate in an environment that is rich in arginine. So you only get arginine from foods. You don't manufacture this in your body. So the virus uses arginine to build proteins for new viral particles. Thankfully, there is another amino acid called lysine that actually appears to inhibit HSV1 replication by blocking arginine's ability to, or availability to the virus. So lysine can help block arginine's effect. And this is why lysine is often used in supplementation and recommended for people who are experiencing outbreak after outbreak or even in the middle of outbreaks. But yeah, consider how much arginine high foods you're consuming. And basically the better the chocolate, the more arginine there's going to be in it. So 3, next step is stress management. This can be psychological stress or this can be environmental stress, like cold or exposure or excess sun exposure. It can be body cleansing products, that you're reacting to, like soaps or shampoos or cleansers, or all the other things women put on their faces, lipsticks. The quickest way to get a cold sore really is just keep the body in a state of fight or flight, in a state of go, 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 state of worry, of fear, of overwhelmness. And you're gonna get a cold sore. So I would look at when the cold sore shows up, the fever blister shows up, what is happening in my life? What has been happening in life? What have my feelings been about life? Did school just start? Did I just, was a new job? Do I get an interview? Do I get a speech? Did I just travel? Am I about to travel? Do my kids have some crazy thing happen to them? Do I have a big project I'm working on? Once I'm working on a big project, how can you view the situation differently? What parts can you take control of to make the situation more reasonable for your body and for your mind? That question right there, answering that question for yourself, invaluable. Such high value when it comes to not getting bogged down with the whole cold sore life. Also on the stressors, like I said, like excessive sun exposure, that can actually weaken immune cells that patrol the skin, increasing the likelihood of an outbreak and a cold sore. So this is more for the person who doesn't see the sun at all and then goes out, spends the entire day at the beach, and or spends all day on the lake and just way overexposed, and the melanin and everything isn't ready for that exposure, and then it's like, whoa, that's too much stress. On the lighter side, a couple things that we can just, I would say, are easy. Stress management isn't always easy, but if you do get a cold sore, something to strongly consider is lemon balm, that herb. And getting a lemon balm topical. They're almost like chapsticks and balms that you can use. And there's a study showing basically if you apply lemon balm within 72 hours of symptoms, that you can significantly reduce healing time. So you heal way faster. And also propolis, like from bees, propolis topically has been shown to in a 3% topical ointment to promote faster healing from a cold sore than acyclovir. And acyclovir is a really common antiviral that people will take just ongoing to prevent outbreaks or even acutely. But propolis actually showed to work faster. So another one orally would be olive leaf extract or garlic or reishi mushrooms. These are great as they all have antiviral properties, and they have one specifically against HSV1. So that's olive leaf extract, Garlic, you could eat it, capsules, however you want to do it. Reishi mushroom, also amazing. And as I mentioned earlier, using the amino acid lysine, this can be used as a preventative and an acute support. So talk to your doctor about these avenues if you're getting them on a regular basis. Please like and share this. And if you've had cold sores, you've gotten rid of cold sores, you have the thing that worked for you, I would love to hear about it. Give these a go. And man, cold sores, this is prescription. There'll be no more. Talk to you guys and gals later.